Rich, first home game of the season this weekend. Widnes, what are you expecting from them?
Yeah, look, I think everybody knows they're probably one of the hardest working teams in the competition. Um, that's probably the challenge for us, to probably try and outwork them. Um, that's certainly what we'll be speaking about all this week. Having high energy to match theirs. Really good performance from them in the Challenge Cup against Warrington. Unlucky really not to probably go into the lead. With 20 to go, but it's just died off at the end, and Super League clubs can just do that to you.
It's obviously early days in this season. They're fifth at the moment, 2 wins from three, and like you say, they ran Warrington close at the weekend. Our lads are going to have to be right at it, aren't they?
Yeah, certainly they're well organised. They've got some great arse in Patton and Gilmore that are causing a lot of problems for Super League teams as well as Championship teams. I think the backfield are very strong and get their sets going really well, and so again, it's an area that we're going to have to be really good in.
Those two games last season, obviously away, 2 points in it, then at home, a fairly commanding home victory. We kind of know exactly what the challenge is going to be coming, don't we?
Yeah, look, if we can play how we want to, we need to probably build on the Hunslet performance. I don't think a performance like that will get a result against the likes of Widnes, Halifax, all them sort of teams that are in form. But for us, it was a step forward and get us moving and get that win under our belt, and and confidence, if anything.
We touched on it last week. Without giving too much away, how's the squad looking?
Yeah, we're fairly strong. There's only Benny Jono that's looking like he's picked up a bit of a knock and he's going to be out for some time, and we'll have a look at him. We'll get fully assessed again after his scans that he's had tonight. But yeah, we're looking to have him missing for a while. But apart from that, and Tyler just not a million miles off. We're more or less full strength.
We also kind of mentioned how this season's been a bit disrupted with having kind of weeks in between games, and so it'd be kind of good to get back into it on a bit of a run now, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I think until Challenge Cup, we've more or less got games every weekend, and I think that'll benefit us. We'll having them back-to-back games, and hopefully on the back of some good results or even performances to help us grow into the season.
Those back-to-back games, obviously, if you get the results you're after, it can really shape your season, can't it?
Well, yeah, look, you don't want to be chasing early on in the year. You want to be keeping yourselves as close to that, mid-table area as much as you can, and the way you do that is obviously get results. And it's not going to be perfect all the time, but it's about grinding out results this early part of the season.
And having back-to-back games, obviously Widnes, and then to lose the two games, that kind of you have to be right out with both. There's no room for error.
Yeah, certainly we're going to have to be at our best to get the results in both of these games, and that's the challenge we'll set the boys this weekend in making sure their performance is where it needs to be as a group and also individually.
That win against Widnes was obviously the last home game of last season. It's the first home game of this season. It'd be good to kind of pick up where we left off on home side.
Yeah, certainly. I don't think it works like that, but it'd be nice if it does. But look, we're preparing really well, and the boys know what they need to do for the weekend to get the job done. It's about going out there and performing, and like I say, making sure we have an 80-minute performance, with high energy and a high work rate, because that's what they'll bring.
Last season at home, obviously some of the biggest results of our season kind of came at the Eco Power. We're going to need fans to kind of bring the same energy to get the same again this year.
Yeah, look, it's the crowd will always get behind us, regardless of we just need to perform. They want to see us working hard. They want to see us, moving the ball, showing that we've got some entertaining players, and we need to get the ball in their hands so they can show what they can do and hopefully lift the crowd and get behind us. And momentum's everything. And when you've got the crowd and the game going your way, it's huge.